maxes at the shield.
Yeah, this Striker is totally useless right now.
Definitely so bad.
Holy shit, these things are just as overpowered as the Mercies. Yeah, maxes and balance. Funny as it is, I always consider the NC max being the most overpowered, even after all the adjustments that have been made throughout the year and some months that this game has been out. Now, personally, I have no idea what max is better than another max. I just find the NC max being a bit more frustrating, since maxes are mostly used indoors and in choke points, where those shotguns are just gonna insta-give you no matter who is in that max. Now, after using the dual combats for a while, I decided to try the Blueshift. And the two reasons why I choose the Blueshift is, well, first of all, because I have the Mercies for my TR max, and because the Blueshift is the one that is the most similar to the Mercy. Now, the reason why I choose the Mercy in the first place was because it is the mid-range type weapon, and it has the best accuracy, and since that's the kind of engagements that I like, the Mercy and the Blueshift was the natural choice for me. I will probably choose the mattock for my NC max once I get to that. Now, the problem with NC max and my trying out the NC max is that we rarely play NC. I have my NC on Miller, but as of the last couple of months, my Cobalt mates have lost interest in going to other servers. We've tried basically every server there is, and to keep upgrading yet even another new character, it gets a bit frustrating. So for the last few months, it's been really hard for me to motivate the Bling and Fools members to join me on Miller. Anyway, about the balance, about the maxes and overpowerness-ish things about maxes. The thing that I always compare with is, of course, air gameplay, the air gameplay of Planetside 2, and how it has been nerfed, why it has been nerfed, all the arguments that has been the reasoning behind why ESFs and Liberators especially have been significantly weakened in its air-to-ground role, and how its counter, anti-air and lock-ons have been significantly more effective. And this also goes for weapons that are not anti-air, that are also very, very effective and very reliable when it comes to countering aircrafts. So now the reason why air was diminished as much as it was because of basically what you see here. Basically endless kill streaks that was very frustrating for the people at the receiving end of it. Now, in my experience, there are a lot of people that are frustrated with maxes, how they take over the infantry gameplay. At the same time, there are a lot more people that are defending maxes, even though these kinds of kill streaks would be almost impossible to get with an ESF. You just don't have enough rocket pods, you have to go and resupply all the time, and yes, you could use the rotary against the infantry as well, but not like this. And you gotta keep in mind also, I am taking damage here. I am constantly taking rockets and grenades and the small arms fire. That was one rocket the moment I peeked out into the stairwell, and even though I took a rocket to the face just a few seconds ago, I am still fully functioning as a max unit and already at half HP. Now, a lot of people will point out how bad the players is that I'm killing here and how they are not countering me the way they would on their server. Which is of course why I take yet even another rocket straight into the face again there. But the thing is, even if I would have died there, I could have just gotten revived. And that is one of the things that makes the maxes so overpowered, that once you start using them with your brain, once you start being smart about how you play the game, and being careful about how you play it, they just have a tendency to completely take over. Oh, sorry, my bad. Now, the main thing that I found that is key to being successful in a max is to locate yourself and play in a way that your medics and your engineers don't get killed because of you. And team killing your engineers is probably not going to give you any popularity points. And since engineers are key in the strength of maxes, when I get a chance, I go for the engines behind the maxes rather than to try to damage the max itself. Here's one of those examples.
There's Sandy inside.
Oh, if you had HE now, luckily you could farm.
If only I had the rocket balls now, then I would be swimming in surfs.
Or you would be easily play flag, either one of them.
Medics, keep every falling guy up. Keep them up, keep them up. Engineers, keep the guys repairing, keep dropping ammo. SCU guys, SCU room, SCU, everybody go. SCU room, push in. Yeah, you guys remember when people used to say that? If only I had the rocket pods, then I would be swimming in surfs. Funny as it is, back then, tanks and mexes was just as good as they are now. And I used to gun Winfield's Vanguard on Miller, even when the rocket pods was as strong as they've ever been. And for every time we got shot down by an ESF, I think we killed at least 20 in our Vanguard, lives included of course. Now, might be a bit of an unfair comparison, because every time I have you've seen me gunning for somebody, this is with a very high skilled and very experienced tanker, and that is one of my privileges that I've always had in Planetside 2, is that whenever I've been gunning for a tanker, it has always been a very good tanker. That goes for Miller on NC, and it goes for all the tankers that I've been gunning for on Cobalt as well. But even if you do not have that luxury, you still probably have access to anti-air. And why ESFs have to be nerfed so heavily when you can do this that you've been seeing in this video with Maxes, it's beyond me. I don't understand why. And none of the explanations that I've heard from any player makes any sense whatsoever. Maybe the reason why none of the explanations I get from people that wanna justify ESFs being nerfed is because most of those players, or almost all of those players, have less than 1,000 kills with their ESFs, and they don't really know anything about the air gameplay, so they can't compare maxes and tanks with ESFs. So even though it was probably perfectly clear to most of you guys, if anyone was still wondering why I've been coming out with all this content with the max gameplay, it is because I really just don't want to be another player that has really strong opinions about something that I have less than 500 kills with. And as much as I don't have that much kills with the Blueshift themselves, the Blueshift are quite similar to the Mercies of the TR Max, and I have about 1300 kills with the Comets as well. So there is a few more minutes of slaughter left on this video. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know what you think. That's all. Bye for now.
Friendlies.
Care about anything now. I'm just shooting. I had an insane amount of kills in a short period of time there for a while.
Is there anything still happening?
No, you missed the best
I
one.
think we missed
Yeah,
it,
I'm looking at the population of the ship. But there's gonna be fight at Russian biolab in 45 seconds.
Yeah, redeploying. This year's over. Can I get a new drink? Be right back.